live session. Now, very quickly before I actually introduce Wyomia, whom you've already seen last weekend, just very quickly, I want you to check out this YouTube, which was loaded April 23rd, 2005. That was exactly 15 years ago and a little bit more. And YouTube co-founder Jawed Karim posted the 18-second video titled Me at the Zoo. So this was about 15 years ago, the first ever YouTube video which was uploaded 15 years ago. Let's take a look at this 18-second one just before we go into our DIY segment. Let's take a look. Can't really hear him, can we?
And that's pretty much all there is to say.
So in a nutshell, that was just 18 seconds. Let's just see if we can just watch it again.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
That's right. So that's just basically him saying how elephants have long trunks. And I feel so old when I found out about this news article, the fact that I'm now doing live shows while staying safe at home and being able to communicate with my best friend all the way to Miri to do our little DIY sessions just to keep my sanity in check. And it's even more crazier right now knowing that we are spending Ramadan during the MCO. So it can't get any more mentally more challenging than this. And I've noticed that during this Ramadan, I know it's the second day, one of the oils that has helped me feel a little bit better, more energized in that sense, is peppermint as well as orange. So I'm gonna ask my girlfriend, who's also familiar with fasting, not in the Islamic way, but she also fasts during Lent, which they celebrated just a few weeks ago. And I would love to see if Wyomia is now online. Wyomia Tatasa in the house. Are you there?
Yes.
Hi.
Hey! I was just sharing with the audience just now the first YouTube video that was shared by one of the co-founders back in, exactly about 15 years ago lah, and he was talking about elephant ba macam 18 saat. Now we're going crazy where we can do live about an hour. I'm communicating with you via Skype, and we're doing this live, and we're doing DIY at the same time. First and foremost, I also mentioned the fact that I'm feeling so lethargic, to be honest. It's always the first week of Ramadan that is really hard for us because we're just getting used to it, right? And I was sharing with the audience how I use peppermint and orange to make me feel a little bit more energized, especially when we get that afternoon dip. I know that you too fast. I know it's a little bit different during Lent, but how do you cope when you're fasting or when you're feeling a little bit lethargic? What do you do? What do you take?
Yeah, firstly, thanks, Bon. That video was amazing. And we also attend Mass, our Sunday Mass over YouTube Live nowadays. So it's really a big difference from where we were to where we are now.
Yeah.
And in terms of fasting, yeah, we also fast. It's not something that a lot of people know. And at the same time, we also fast if we have certain intentions that we want. So we must pray a lot and deny ourselves of that usual the food that we always take. Sometimes we deny ourselves of going out to the movies if that's an indulgence.
Like a vice or something. Like I know some people who give up drinking or smoking or sex even.
Yeah, some even don't talk for hours and hours and hours just because they want to have that aloneness, so that it's their time to think about themselves and their relationship with God, for example.
Nice.
So it's really a trying time.
Yeah.
But I guess the most thing that we miss is food. Food and the water and the nourishment that we always get.
That when we're feeling peckish and feeling a bit, because I stress eat. I'm stressed, I like to peck on things, which is a habit which I try to, stop. But maybe this is the best time lah. Usually Ramadan. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
And I try not to do it just during Lent season. I try to do it almost every day, but it's really difficult, especially when the times are really stressful and you just want to munch on something.
Exactly.
So what I try to do every day is at least I do most of the time intermittent fasting, so I don't eat till maybe noon, and that's part of fasting as well.
It is.
So what I do in the first thing in the morning is make sure that I get my essential oils, the oils that can be ingested, and these oils are already infused into my power drinks, my power drink as I call it. So I see it. You have Ningxia. This is my Ningxia. So you have the one in packet,
I've
and
got
you
the one in
also have it
packets.
in a glass 750 ml bottle. So the ones in the packets are really great because not only can you take them on the go, but the other thing is my kids actually like to take them out of the box and put them into the freezer.
Oh,
So whenever they feel like they need it, they'll just cut the top off and just squeeze it out. So it's like a slushy. Or I will put them in here and let them have their ice lollies.
That's a
So
smart idea.
yeah,
Never thought of that.
yeah. So Ningxia is really it's my power drink. It's actually a fruit juice drink.
Right.
So it has everything you need, everything I need for my body. So I get okay till it depends. If it's an extremely stressful morning, I start to get hungry at about 10. But no earlier than that. Usually it takes me up till 12. That's when I get out and then start cooking for the family.
Yeah.
And it gets me going, and I really, really, really need it. It's a great antioxidant as well, so it helps us to really support our normal cellular function. And if you, and I know you do, take it with your nitro. Nitro has a small dose of caffeine with it. It has chocolate, ginseng, and green tea.
Yep.
So that helps to give you a little bit of boost. So if you put this and this together,
Yeah.
and you combine it, it really kicks your cognitive fitness and athletic performance. So I'm not really an athlete, but on days when it's really, really long,
Yeah.
the essential oils that are already in here, so especially the citrus kind of oil, those are really great to get your system going, citrus oils, if you take them internally, which I know is already in here, plus the fruits that is pureed into the drink, the goji berries, the wolfberry, it helps everything, helps to support that the whole body system and health, and really, really gives me a lot of energy.
This is the one that I tell people. I think I shared it over my half marathon last year. I can't do the marathon this year because obviously that's cancelled. But yeah, this is the one that kept me going. And just the other day, and that's the reason why my biological clock right now is really haywired, because normally I sleep really early. And then I wake up around 3-4 o'clock, which is just perfect during Ramadan because then I can get sahur prepared and everything. But because of that day, I took this nitro, forgetting that it had caffeine. I wanted the extra kick, but because it just has a little bit of caffeine, enough for me to go on for a few hours, I couldn't sleep that night. And I vowed, I said, okay, I can't take nitro, this Ningxia nitro after 6 p.m. unless I'm doing some workout of some sort. But yeah, this is really, really great. And I really love the idea where you make slushies out of the packs, because that's what Belle actually does. Well, she drinks from it straight. But I like the fact that, you can make ice lollies. And what can you add in with this to complement it if you want to make it, less, a little bit more diluted but still sadap? Apa
Yeah,
kau pakai tu hari
you
tu?
can add so many things. You can add milk, almond milk. You can add fruit juice, like apple juice, because I know it tastes quite tart.
Right.
So for some people, because it has so many fruits in them,
Yeah.
and has all these citrus essential oils. There are 4 of them, which is orange, yuzu, tangerine, and I can't remember. There's one more. So it's really very tart. And there's actually a scientific reason why Young Living didn't make it taste sweeter than it
I'd be
they
worried
can.
if it was too sweet, actually.
They do put a little bit of stevia in there to
Right.
make it a little bit sweet, but I think they also wanted to keep the preservative at a minimum, so they need to keep that acidity a bit high. So we know how much they care about using the minimal preservative as possible, or no preservative.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why it's quite tart. So some people who have problem with gastric,
Yep.
they probably need to eat food before taking it.
Okay.
Most of us are okay.
Yeah.
Some children, like my children,
They're probably used to it, I think.
2 of them are okay. Elliot still cannot take it without it being diluted because of the tartness of the
Right.
taste. So it really depends. Most people are okay, but I would say 10 to 20% of the population who take it.
I think
still
last
find it
year
a bit
in December, were we together in December? I cannot keep track anymore. We
Yes,
were
we
together,
were.
right? We were together for Christmas. I
Beautiful.
think that was when you had that little mocktail that Wyomia prepared, right?
Yes,
Azmi?
I loved it. That's when I fell in love with Ningxia, man. I mean, first I know was even my brother who introduced it to me. I thought it's bullshit, like, I don't believe in all these expensive drinks. But then, after I tried it, yes, I couldn't stop.
What was the concoction again, Abi? You used apple juice.
I did apple juice, and I did lime and copaiba.
That's right.
In Young
if I
Living
if I did
Malaysia,
if I didn't want apple juice, because
yes.
can I just add in like what, tonic water or what?
yeah, you can add tonic water, soda water.
Soda
if
water.
you like that bubbly.
Yeah. Like
taste.
for yeah.
That's another really great way to jazz it up.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you.
Right. What are
So-
you going to show me?
This is a new bottle, so I just shook it up because it has pureed the whole wolfberry fruit in it, so it's pureed, so it's not just the juice. So you do have to give it a shake.
Okay.
Otherwise, it tends to there's sedimentation at the bottom. And I have this
What is
Ningxia
this?
bottle opener, all the way from. Yeah.
She's such a sucker. Padahal kau boleh buka pakai tangan saja ba?
What
No,
is that?
actually, it's a bottle opener. So it helps to grip. So it's for people with carpal tunnel, which I
Oh.
don't. But my mom had.
Oh, okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
I bought it
I'm like,
her.
what
Voila.
have you been up to with your wrists
Yeah.
and all? I don't
Yeah,
know
so-
what kinky stuff
So I
you've
bought
been
it.
up
I
to.
bought it for her.
Right.
Because someone went to Japan recently. So
Wow!
That was obviously before the
Young-
MCO and before the whole
Young Living
shebang.
Japan carries this Ningxia red bottle opener.
My mom went to Japan and all I got was a bottle opener.
I bought bottle opener for my mom, so I said like, saya pun mau juga. So I did lah. Makes it easier to open. So I open. So if I want to make a shot, right?
Yeah.
Let's see how cute.
Oh, that's so adorable. That's like a mini. Communion. Your
Yeah,
body and
like a goblet, like
like a
a wine.
goblet, yeah, like a wine.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I got this at someone's wedding. So I think these are really great things to give away, especially for someone like me. So, what
I'm trying to imagine
this is
how
really
big that
nice.
is.
So you put your shot in, and then I'm going to put in lime. Lime is really, really good. So lime and lemon, I like to put in my bolognese sauce. It
That's
makes
something
it,
different.
Bolognese.
Bolognese. I should try that.
It's very expensive bolognese.
No, just one drop.
Just one drop.
Oh, I see.
So I'm going to just put one drop also lah. And then, you know what? You can put cinnamon bark in it.
Oh, I've got that.
Cinnamon bark.
I just got that from US.
And cinnamon
We
bark
have a
I
question
find
from
a bit
Susan.
very, very strong.
Is it good for high blood pressure?
Someone's
yeah.
asking,
So
is it good for high blood?
Instead of dropping it inside, what I do for really strong,
Yeah, it's
when
really
I
strong.
find an oil that's really strong, I can't take the whole drop. I would take a clean toothpick,
Wangi. Cuba kau bawa.
take a clean toothpick that si Azmi belum guna, and then You dip it inside and then dip it into the drink.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another one that I like to add to it is peppermint. And peppermint is also one of those oils that
Yeah.
is very, very strong. So again, I'm gonna
Good.
dip it with an unused toothpick, and then
That's clever. So just use a toothpick instead of trying to get the whole one drop in, because that's still quite a bit, isn't it?
yeah, with lime and lemon, I'm fine. But when it comes to like cinnamon bark and peppermint, it's very difficult. But if I'm using like peppermint for brownies,
Right.
so you can put this into your
I'll make some
brownie.
brownies tonight for buka.
Or if you don't want to put it into the brownie itself, put it on the drizzle. So if you want to make like a chocolate sauce to go on top of your brownie,
Yeah.
put it into your chocolate sauce. So some people don't like peppermint, so they can opt for having it with
Right.
the sauce or
Or
without,
the sauce. Can I just ask, the peppermint, like the one in the white bottle or white colored labeling, is it also the same as the peppermint that we get with the normal one? Can we ingest the normal one too?
Yeah, so actually it's the same oil that's
Right.
contained in the green bottle of peppermint
Green,
and
sorry,
also
it's
the
not blue.
white labeled peppermint. This is labeled in Malaysia.
Yeah.
It's called essential oil flavoring. In US, it's called Vitality. In Singapore, it's called Plus or something like that.
Why is it different in different countries?
So different countries have different requirements. So for example, in the US, the FDA actually approves it for ingestion, so you can take it in, but they also approve it to be used as a health booster, for example. So you can put it into a capsule and eat it like that to boost your energy, mental clarity, whatever it is. But in Malaysia, Kementerian Kesihatan still doesn't view it that way yet.
Right, right.
But they do say it's safe to be eaten, but more for flavoring your dishes or your
Right.
drinks.
Okay.
They haven't come to that point yet where they have agreed that it's good for your overall system. So that's why it's labeled as flavoring. But it's the same oil that you get in your other bottle. It's just to showcase that it's safe to be ingested.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
easier for people to comprehend and to understand, right? Okay.
So my shot is done, and
As simple as that. So it's just basically a prick of cinnamon as well as peppermint into your ningxia. And if you
Yeah.
want to dilute it a bit, you can use soda water if you want it a little bit more bubbly.
This is good for buka, no?
Actually, it's good for buka because you know how they buka with dates and milk? Essentially, it's something that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would do when he would break fast. But at the end of the day, we just want that nice sweetness, just to give you that little energy. You go for your Maghrib prayers, and then you actually makan your full meal. That's the reason for it. So it gives you that little energy that you want, that sweetness, that drink, just to macam alas perut lah bangun kan.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And it gives and keeps you cool, so it still keeps you alert for your prayers, your Maghrib prayers before you fully makan your makan. That's one really good tip. And the lollies, I like the lollies. I think I'm gonna do the lollies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's great to like get your kids to, because it has a lot of fruit. So I think 2 to 4 ounces is already a decent serving of your fruit that you need in a day.
Yeah.
Just that you need to add fiber outside that.
I'm just showcasing the audience. These are some of the essential oils. I'm sharing the poster for digestion, and you can see that all the labelings are all in white. I'm actually curious with Dijais and Juva Cleanse. Is that something that we can incorporate during the Ramadan?
Yeah, Dijais is great to have, because some people have tendency to maybe overeat when they buka, right?
Yeah.
So you always get this stomach upset. So it's a great a handy oil to have around,
Right.
just in case you get that upset stomach. just rub it on your belly,
Mm-hmm.
maybe lay it with a bit more peppermint, and it will be great.
And how about Juva Cleanse? I've actually got that also. I think I got it free when I bought a few. You know, when you're an Essential Rewards. Okay, sorry, Essential Rewards is when you're a member and you buy an amount. Okay, can you explain what Essential Rewards is? Because that's when I got a free
Essential
oil.
rewards is basically if you are someone who buys regularly,
Okay.
maybe on a monthly basis. So you already know, you already get your shampoo, your whatever, your oils. So you get rewarded. So you get reduced shipping, you get freebies, you get to collect reward points that you can use. So for my reward points, you know what? I like to use it to buy gifts for other people.
That's sweet.
So it's like you're saving money also, because you have now money you have all these points that you can get for your friends, your family.
And you just want to share the love, right? Well, that's just it. I got one Juva Cleanse, which probably was given to me during, because I know I didn't order it, but I've got it as a freebie. Why is that? I mean, what is it? What does it do?
Oh, Juva Cleanse is more of liver support. So you in Malaysia, it's not seen as oil flavoring yet.
Okay.
So what we normally tell people to do is just to rub it around the liver area.
Which is that somewhere at the back or the side, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and also if you do reflexology, you know, you have your liver points down
Okay,
there.
right.
That's the place where you rub it on as well, or even on your palm.
All right. I remember smelling it, and it was quite overbearing for me. So maybe I'll just do it somewhere in the soles of my feet until I get used to it. That probably means that my liver needs some help there. All right. So those are some of the essential oils for digestion, and you shared with us a very quick recipe on using your Ninja. Actually, you did share this with us too, but we're both not going to be making it. I don't have my bananas. I ran out of bananas. Otherwise, I would have done it. But here's a Ninja banana berry smoothie that you're sharing. I know, it looks good. Talk us through, B.
Yeah, so you know, bananas and it's already very packed with lots of good stuff, right? Potassium and all that, and it gives you a lot of energy boost as well. So you top it off with Ningxia, which has all these citrus essential oils and all these really great fruits. It's almost complete. And then you put in maybe a bit of protein, so milk or almond milk or any other protein.
And this is great for sahur actually, because my kids are actually trying to fast, full fast. But I know it's really hard for some people to wake up. Like, I'm an early riser, so it's okay for me to eat so early in the morning because I'm already awake. But for, you know, my husband, for the two kids, the girls especially, I think it's a little bit harder for them to down food before, you know, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I think this could be an option.
My stomach is still asleep, Mama.
Your stomach is still asleep.
Yeah.
So this is a great option for those who are really into smoothies, especially during sahur. And you can add in your Ningxia red and mixed berries or any other fruits that you have basically at home.
And I also freeze my smoothies also, and I make them into my popsicle because it's so hot nowadays.
Oh yeah, it is. That's why I like to use the peppermint. Like just now I was feeling a bit like off. So I started putting some peppermint around my neck. Again, just a caution for some people, because I'm used to using my essential oils neat. But if you don't, you're not, or especially if you're new to it, and especially if you're going to use it on children, please use a carrier oil, all right?
That's right.
I'm going to share with the viewers, this is something that I'm so proud of. It is called my ancient oils. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I know, right? And one of them is none other than the frankincense, which I know you're a huge fan of too. And frankincense is actually something that is great for us to use during the Ramadan when we're doing our meditation, or when we're really khusyuk, praying and performing at least our 5 daily prayers. What about you, B? What's your thoughts on frankincense?
Yeah, frankincense is to me really great for grounding.
Mm-hmm.
So I always have it with me when I used to go to church on Sundays. Sometimes, especially when the priest is talking, and I'm trying to understand what he's saying and trying to get it all in. But sometimes your mind is really everywhere. You're trying to think about, okay, after this, I need to go and get this and make sure that my children gets through this, and what time do I need to start tomorrow? So sometimes I just take it out and just smell, or just put it on my palm,
Okay.
you know, and activate it, and just do this while I'm at church, and trying to really ground myself, and block out anything that might be disturbing me. Um, I used to not like it.
Same, sama.
Yeah, I used to think it smelled really
So,
horrible, but now
this one?
it brings me a
Hmm.
lot of pleasure.
What do you think it smells like, V? Not Wyomia, but baby.
It smells like baby shit.
That means you need a
Yes,
lot of
yeah,
it.
true, true, true. In the
I'll rub it
beginning,
on
yes.
you.
Beginning, I must agree with you.
What? Why? How come it's better now?
Huh?
Why is it better?
What do you mean? Why is it
No,
better?
now you're saying in the beginning.
Oh,
In the
Yeah,
beginning, you
you,
said it was like that,
you,
but now you say it's
you
better.
sort of start to accept the smell of the oil.
I see.
Yeah,
So it's
and
like when you're together with your wife, after a while, you accept her smell,
yeah,
unless you
true.
fart.
With
or
some
your
people also
husband.
like that.
You know the
You get your
two.
first impression and you don't like, and then you get to know someone, and after a while, like, oh, okay, I understand why
Wow.
he or she is like that.
Actually,
And,
we did the Itovi the other day, right? And these were the first time I did it with you. This was the oil that was I was supposed to use grounding, and I really couldn't stand it. Really, for the life of God, I couldn't stand it. It was so busu. Sorry, I'm not getting it in focus. Grounding, and this was back in November.
Yeah.
Okay, this was back in November, and then we did an Itovi. When was the last time I met you in person? 2-3 months
um,
ago.
February.
In February, we ran those tests again because I bought this and I'm like, oh, now I can tahan already. And then I found out that these were the two top oils that I needed, M Grain and Sensation, and I'm still trying to get used to it. So yeah, going back to Azmi's questions about how come now dulu tidak boleh tahan, sekarang boleh tahan. I guess like Waimia said, it's about your body getting the oils or whatever it's the essentials that it needs, right? Is that how it works, B?
Yeah, it's your brain is programmed in such a way that it reacts to oil. It
Right.
reacts to certain scents. So some smell that is probably very familiar to you. When you smell it again, you all the memories start flashing back. Like same about food as well. So I was posting a lot about food because it was my dad's birthday, and all these
Yeah.
memories of us
So much
eating.
naan.
You are there, and your dad is there, your whole family is always eating with us, and we had our favorite restaurants. So it's all these things, right? It's all that your taste buds, from your uh, tongue, your ear, and your eyes, and your nose. They're all really
Interconnected,
working
right?
together to tell us something.
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
really nice tribute for your father, by the way.
When I see
That's-
curry, it's always like, oh, Uncle Moses, nasi kandar, favorite nasi kandar that we must have. We must have. Uncle Moses said sedap. So okay, no matter
Suzanne
what.
T asked if which one was it? Something about blood pressure, right?
Yeah, she already replied.
Oh, you replied already, is it? Waimia replied.
Waimia replied.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for the heart basically.
For which one?
For the high blood pressure.
High blood
So
pressure.
yeah, so this is for the heart.
Oh, okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask
Richard
over our comments.
Murphy
Oh, Richard
said,
Murphy.
try adding a drop of peppermint to a glass of milk. Tastes
Okay.
somewhat weird. Not so recommend. Okay.
Yeah,
picture
maybe
so
you
big
put
actually.
chocolate to that milk, it will taste good.
And then it's like choc mint, right?
Yeah, chocolate mint.
Now the
Maybe
room
for
smells
milk,
of
put
shit.
cinnamon instead.
See, he
Hey,
can't.
and yeah, and you know what?
What?
I was just talking to a Muslim friend of mine,
Yeah.
and she was saying that the other oil that you should have during Ramadan is actually fennel.
Oh, I can't stand that smell. Why
Yeah.
fennel?
So if you can get fennel,
Mm.
um, put it
Let me
into
Google
your
it.
ER card this month.
I
Right.
just go to Giant. There's a lot of fennel seeds there. You buy at Giant, very cheap.
You
Why
can.
did
You
you get
can.
Can also, yeah, can also. But fennel, the smell, apparently to her, and this is what helps her.
Right.
It helps her to get rid of that feeling of wanting to eat.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll go and
Uh,
smell it. I've got some fennel herbs in the kitchen.
yeah, try making maybe tea or I don't know, just smell it. I don't know. But she says what she does is she puts it on her wrist, and whenever she's feeling like peckish,
Yeah.
then she'll put on her wrist and she'll just smell it,
I'll
and
probably
it helps.
it'll probably help me because I don't like the smell of fennel.
Yeah,
Is it okay not to like certain smells
yeah, it's okay.
and not never ever be okay with those smells? Now he thinks his whole room
No,
smells.
normally, the people that I've talked to, right, they eventually like that smell.
Oh.
Yeah, eventually. So what they do is some of them say, I keep it in my pocket, so it's always like nearby,
Right.
or I keep it in my purse, so whenever I open my purse to go and look for something,
Yeah.
the aroma comes out, but not very strong. Or some people put it at the soles of their feet,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
something that I do.
furthest away from them.
Oh my
and
god,
also-
I put
and
so
after
much
away.
sensation right now that the whole room reeks of it. And apparently, sensation is an oil that is required when you are lacking in
Intimacy.
intimacy.
We have
Yeah.
and gons.
And
And
gone.
they-
Kita kasih tahu si Daphne tu daun pucuk kacang banyak kalau kasih tumis sadap bilang tiber hahaha. Ada kan di mini kebun kamu orang tu? Jangan.
Ada, ya betul tu. Ada tu saya punya kacang. Hari tu saya buat something with chicken that my friend made a paste and I added it with my chicken. And now I know that I can also add in these vitality oils into my
in Malaysia,
cooking.
it's called essential oil flavoring.
Okay, essential oil flavoring. I don't know why they don't just make it across the board, but I guess each country has their rules and regulations and we need to just respect that. So, what are you doing for dinner later on? I'm curious to know. I mean, every time during Ramadan, that's always the thing in my mind, like, oh, what's for dinner? What's for buka? What's for your dinner tonight?
I still have leftover curry, so I think I'll make another batch of naan.
Nice.
You made like 16 naans just now, right? What was the
Yesterday.
recipe? Yeah, yesterday.
It's just tepung gandum.
Kau buat dari scratch?
Yeah, tepung gandum, olive oil. What else did I use? Salt, yeast.
16.
Dia potong 16. Terus berapa tu anak bah? Mau makan.
16
it was-
Yeah,
kan?
because you put butter on top, you sprinkle it with cheese, so nice lah. You know.
But there's only like 4 of you. 5. I mean, Steven, whack how many?
Steven cannot eat. Steven sakit kaki.
Alah.
He's like, I cannot eat. You put yogurt inside, you know.
Nice.
Then you.
Curry
you-
always
you-
tastes
So it's a workout
better.
also because you need to.
Yeah, I know you were like, because we're in another group chat besides the one that we have, and yeah, she was saying, oh, what a workout, what a workout. But like 16, man, that's a lot. And curry always tastes better the night after. Like now betul-betul sudah serap ba. Mas sekarang yang baru sedap mau makan tu.
Yeah, and then you can add lemongrass oil if you don't like me. I don't grow lemongrass, so
Right.
I usually end up putting in lemongrass oil, bit of lime if I want it to really macam smell fresh. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I think that is the thing that I will do before later on. No, now what's time? 3:34. I will make brownies, and I'll put a tinge of peppermint. That's one, and two. I'm gonna make ninja lollipops We don't have any tonic water. Do we have any more tonic water? I think I'll do that. I'll do that and just put it in the freezer, and then I will update you, Wyomia Totusai, and let you
Yeah.
know how it goes during buka later on at 7:20 over here in PJ. What time korang buka sana? I mean, not that you actually fasting, but do you know what time?
6. I think we.
Oh, awal
we
sikit
buka
lah.
earlier. Yeah.
Awal sikit lah. Bah, okay lah. Any other final hints ka o tips ka yang kau boleh kasih saya? Bisa yang macam I'm so like blur ba sekarang ni. What else can I like make very quickly for sahur besok? Saya sudah buat egg sandwich saja, but macam doi boring gitu. What
Yeah,
else
well,
can I do
sahur,
besok?
you, again, your smoothies, your Ningxia drink, what else?
I know you've got your tea there, right?
Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, I do have my turmeric and ginger tea.
Wow.
It's on my IG story
All right.
on how I made it. So it's just whatever I had in the pantry. So like this is a sliver of ginger,
Okay.
which I put in. You can pound the ginger and go and boil it if you want. And then last night what we did
Kejap,
was
tea, any tea only? Macam you just do any tea that you have, like any...
just water, ginger, turmeric. So I didn't have the turmeric.
Not tea per se. Like this is
No.
you're making out of halia sama apa?
Yeah,
Turmeric.
this is a great one. And then you crack in some black pepper,
What?
because turmeric and black pepper has to come together.
That's weird, but we'll try it.
Help with the
Yes,
absorption.
but for ayam goreng, not for
Yeah,
tea, man.
dude.
Can. And then you need a bit of fat in it, so you can put olive oil, or for me I put in
VCO, is it?
extra virgin coconut oil, and then I put this raw
What's that?
honey.
Raw honey, halia, turmeric, black pepper.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Cinnamon bark, and lemon.
Okay, but this is all on your Instagram, right? So all you have to do is go to Wyomia Totusai's Instagram page. You can moginom for us, and is it panas or sajuk? You preferred panas lah. So
It's panas, but then you add in your essential oils just when it's cukup untuk kau minum. The warm.
Jangan terlampau panas lah.
It's just warm. Yeah, when it's terlampau panas, you cannot minum it anyway, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So.
All right then.
Oh, and then last night,
Yeah.
Bethel made churros.
Wow! How come I'm not invited?
Because we're like over here.
Yeah. So she made churros, and then she was looking for cinnamon powder to
Yeah.
make cinnamon sugar.
Okay.
And I didn't have cinnamon powder anymore, so I told her to go and use the cinnamon bark. So I'm
Okay.
going to quickly show you. This is my
Brown sugar, is
raw brown sugar.
it? Okay. Oh, good. You're going to make it so that we can do this for our pancakes and stuff.
Yeah, so you can keep this sugar for whatever. If you want to make like a latte and you want a bit of sugar, it already has cinnamon flavor in it.
Yeah.
You want to sprinkle it on your pancakes, your
Nice.
cake, your whatever drinks you want to make with it. So I just like for this is a 250 ml
Okay.
glass jar
250
That-
ml.
that I also repurposed, and I would put 2 or 3 drops of.
Oh, as little as that, and then you just mix it
Really
together.
strong.
Yeah, it is pretty strong. I just
Yeah, and
opened
then
mine.
you just campur it lah.
Do you know that I have to go and remake my scrub? That is so delicious, by the way. So I am definitely sold in trying out this cinnamon sugar using just raw brown sugar. 250 ml. Put it in a repurposed jar. Add in about 2-3 drops of your cinnamon bark, and you've got yourself cinnamon sugar that you can use as and when.
Yeah, basically sugar and essential oil. You can make it into your body scrub, your lip scrub. So maybe next time I'll show you how to do that.
Oh, we've got it next time too. All right then. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much, Wyomia Totusai, joining us again live for our DIY session. Little chat on how essential oils can assist you during the holy month of Ramadan. If you want to find out more, please do get in touch with her over her Instagram, or just contact me and I can just pass you her number. Anything else you want to add on, Azmi Abdul Rahman?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Wyomia Totusai.
Beautiful. So
Beautiful.
you let me know how your.
I will. I'm gonna go and prepare everything in advance. I think I'll make brownies. I'm very excited to do the brownies with the peppermint. I'm very curious to see how that's gonna turn out.
Your house will smell great.
That's
Beautiful.
probably a bad thing later on, but never mind. 7:20 boleh ni, boleh. Saya pergi buatlah terus terus saya ada energy walaupun saya macam tadi lemah-lemau. Alright, once again, thank you so much, B. Take care, and I'll see you around. I'll see you over WhatsApp. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
You take
Okay,
care.
habis.
Habis.